Welcome back, everybody. Let's play Blox Smash Party! We did it! Sheep has become ultimate grandmaster of the universe through having acquired all of its gold, and thus by the rules of mercantilism, it now is ultimate authority. So, what do we do with such authority? We create. So, for those of you who tuned into the last playthrough of the previous game, you know what's gonna come now. We're gonna look at everything, all the stuff to do. We're not gonna look at tutorials because that's gonna waste some time. We're going to play some stuff. Rather, we're going to make some stuff. Although, I'm going to see if they have any actual pre-made levels like we did in the last game. They don't. How disappointing. So, making your own stuff is a little bit more fun in this particular game. So, is this just going to be... Okay, so it looks like here... Are these all levels we've already played? That's what I guess. I'm guessing those are all levels we've actually played through already. Or we can make our own stuff. You can make wherever. And you actually get to choose the time of day now, which is nice. And you get lots of nice descriptions, or at least kind of vague descriptions of whatever it may be. And you've already seen the various implications of different levels. For example, here, no gravity, as the game tells you. Lots of damping. And other such things. We're underwater. So let's just do explore for now. We might explore other areas a little bit eventually. What? But this isn't the area I chose. No, don't get started. I know how to play. Shut up. So, how can we done? So, this probably looks pretty familiar to you for the most part at least. We have some things like hide tools to let you hide individual objects. Probably. For example, if we don't need paint right now. Just make a big block. More block. Oh no, we can't see the block behind all of these. Well, do this so we can now see it. Of course, those are still functional blocks, we still can actually put things on them. Or rather, in them. You can unhide everything and ta-da! It's very useful to have. I don't remember if the camera's actually any better at moving around. You have the same controls, it seems like, for the most part. It is mostly the same editor, but you have some new stuff now. For example, we actually have multipliers now, as you can see, which is great. It specifies the rules have to be turned on, which is kind of nice. Cylinders, wedges, as you've seen, things that push things. Conveyors. Look at that. Can you actually put things inside of push blocks? I don't quite remember. Actually, let's not do that. Let's... Things get pushed upwards. Can I put something inside of that? Notice now how everybody has a red or blue background, or at least most. You have at least one yellow? You have a couple yellows as well. Anybody that's red will attack anybody that's blue, and vice versa. As such, they're basically opposing teams. And similarly, there are lots of parallels between them. You'll have, in some cases, a blue version and a red version. In some cases, these characters do nothing. Some might not be aggressive at all, actually, but these ones just attack each other, for example. This one will throw things. I believe at anybody that's blue, I don't know if it'll throw at anybody that's red or not. Etc., etc. Vector to gems. And then yellow just won't actually do anything that's related to other characters. They'll just do as they do. I see. I was never really sure what his function was. In any case. So, of course, with Buckley having such an important role in this series, I select him. Just like before, we also have pause. Oh, here we go. He's rising up. Very gently, very slowly. It's beautiful. It is nice to be able to see characters actually like bounce about in this game now, since you weren't able to do that before. I don't think anybody here does anything particularly interesting or new. Buckley will now detonate chemical blocks, apparently. I think... Oh, he will throw gems instead of stealing them. Yeah, I don't think gem stealing is a thing in this game, actually. I think that's kind of like the one thing that was removed from this game, now I think about it. For the most part, you strictly added stuff. Anyways, so you also have conveyors, which I believe you've seen before. I have most of the same kinds of blocks. did we ever see these? So this is basically like a vanish block, but it also you can't select particular kinds of blocks now. It's just block, because those kind of redundant having on the first game. But if you want to decorate this, for example, with a bunch of blocks, oops, not paint, a bunch of blocks of various sorts, maybe not various sorts. And then we change this to vapor. And we throw something at it. It makes all that stuff around it disappear. As if it was all vanish blocks. It's nice. What else do we have to play with that's actually new? We've seen most of these. Hull blocks. Hull blocks break apart after you hit or explosions. It doesn't really tell you how hull blocks work specifically for some reason. It doesn't tell you that after destroying a certain proportion of them of a certain color that all the others of that same color will disappear. Colors, gem blocks. You have a lot more point blocks to choose from this time, which is nice. They, for some reason, hit a lot of them for us last time. Although we don't have any 100 point blocks. That's interesting. Considering we saw those earlier in an actual level. Here's the thing, though. You also have change blocks of various sorts. Thing is, if you're particularly unhappy at any given point with what you can't actually use in your own levels, because it's all available on this list, you can actually make what are called custom sets. So you can make your own stuff. So, for example, you can take whatever it may be. Betsy here, for example. We select these things. And now that is the Betsy set. And you can place that wherever. Now what that means is you can take things from one place, from one level or whatever, and now you can actually put them wherever else. Kind of like delete that now. Nope. Well, there's Betsy there forever. But that means, for example, you can take things from levels such as cow spawners or point spawners. I don't think there's actually a cow spawner in the game. Someone somehow made one online. Or you can take 100 point blocks, for example, whatever else, and actually save those as a custom set and then place them in your own level. Or, if somebody did such a thing online through hacking or whatever, you can also do such a similar thing. Such as was done with magnet blocks. Magnet blocks are a particular type of block, one that cannot be selected here, never appears anywhere else in the game. Magnet blocks of the same color, when they touch, will actually stick to each other. Problem being that they, because of how this game's physics are kind of like soft, things compress into each other, for example. For example, if I decide to do that, and then place a much larger block above. And by much, I mean much. You'll see how things in this game are very compressible. The objects in this game are not rigid. Oh man, my computer is freaking out. Blowing, turning its fan on as I do that. Notice how it's simply crushed. This block is here, but it's not happy to be here. But it's here. Also, I can throw a baseball in here somehow. Just kind of rolls on out. But it's there. Because it's completely crushed. Things can go inside each other and whatnot. And the problem with that was that with the magnet blocks, the further away they were from each other, well, the more strongly they had to be pushed back into each other to actually come back together. But then they'd accelerate so much moving back towards each other that they'd phase through each other and go really far away from each other again. So what would happen would it just be like an infinitely self-perpetuating mush ball, violent mush ball. It'd be like a big storm of blocks. And as such, it was never actually fit for use in the full game. But it's left in the game as unused content. And lots of online levels had them, which is awesome. I believe I'll probably be able to find some video somewhere containing them, and I'll hopefully put that in the description somewhere. Although, I will probably make a compilation of online levels somewhere else. In another video where I talk about online things more. Anyways, what sets do we actually have in this one? I have more things. Lots of things using these force blocks. Timing gear. No, it's not really being timing capacity, it's just gear shaped. I have nice diagonal things. We get creative with those. Planet cookies. A bee, only a bee specifically, for some reason. Cannoneer Cluck. Look at that. Davy Bones Locker. Just lots of things that are themed after various areas. Creative Juice. I want to see this juice. Let's see the juice in action. Oh, it's an actual spawner. Look at that. What are you doing, dude? That's actually kind of nice. You can't change what spawns, though, unfortunately. Alright. Creative Juice. A dwelling. Look at that. A blue planet. So you can explore inside the dwelling if you so desire. Hi, guys. And we will, of course, look at all the different toys we can use as well. We might have some use for that dwelling later. The pattern. It is the pattern. Oh man, it really is the pattern. You can't find anything else. It's the whole frickin'... Wow. It's not really a pattern, it's just a spiral. It's a functional spiral. Don't know what the point of this thing is, but it works. It works very fine. Look at that. There we go. Lightning. It's a really loud fuse. There are better ways of making fuses. Speaking of which, actually, where do you get spheres? Because I know those are a thing in this game of phone booth. Or about dominoes. Oh, they actually do have generators of all sorts. That's really cool. They don't have a cow generator, I'm pretty sure. Oh, they have a mini cow generator. Oh, okay. So that's a ball generator. So we do have generators of some sorts. That was interesting. Okay, cool. We don't need the game to keep working. Well, in any case, that's, I guess, not a problem since we can just keep doing that. You can just restart like we usually do. And the game will be none the wiser since we're not making progress in anything. We're not going to be saving anything, so whatever. Didn't expect problems with the remote today, but whatever. Of course, you guys get to watch this game's wonderful intro again. In any case, yeah, I don't know where you actually get the spheres from, because those don't seem to be selectable anywhere. I know you can get them somewhere. I think you can paint them different types of blocks too or something. I know you can actually have like chemical balls or something like that. They don't look any different, but they still function as chemical blocks. So people manage to make things like this work out online somehow. Yeah, I'm not quite sure though. That is really nice that they give you lots of generators though. I don't know why there's a random bunny on it that's blocking all the generators. But whatever. Look at this. Imprisoned. Oh, it's like a big Riley, but not quite. Alright. We still have the... Oh! Cow is gone. Look at that. The cow is being erased from memory by that crash. In any case, so that's all the stuff we can place, essentially. I don't think any of them changed by theme or anything like that. I'm not quite sure what to do with balls, though. Spirit, turn-based, etc. Wait, turn-based but not multiplayer? How's that gonna work? Whatever. You look at the characters. So I suppose at this point there's really mostly just toys for us to look at. Most of these we've seen how they all work anyways. Build. Did we ever really use build in this game? It's good to me that the virus ball is not next to the chemical ball. Here we go. Now vanish ball. I don't know if we ever used this actually. Did we? I really don't know. I suppose now's the time where you just build a bunch of stuff and use that for a bunch of fun stuff though. So you can make a dwelling. Stick that in one corner. None of our other things seem fun. Doesn't seem like they have as many sets to choose from, but the idea is, I suppose. I already know what this guy's gonna be accomplishing over here. You know what? I feel like getting creative. At least just a little bit creative. So what we're gonna do, make it like a little pool area. Copy that. One more. Beautiful. What we're gonna do, we're going to get a push block. It's gonna push up. Actually, let's, before we do that, just to show an example of creative process doing something in this game. Not nearly as frustrating doing this as it is actually like making something like the mechanical that's supposed to work. You managed to make like fully functional vending machines and whatnot, which is pretty cool. But I almost tried to make a vending machine myself. I don't know if I ever made it fully functional or not, actually. Stuff was a pain. Trying to get things all to work in such small spaces. How did I... Oh, whoops. It's not physically constrained. You can occupy the same space as other things. Okay. And now what we can do, move the height tool up a little bit. Here we go. Yeah. Also, did I manage to mess up the one side of this thing? No, it just likes making stuff move in ways that it's not supposed to for some reason. I wish I could make this a mobile and white, because I was planning on making this white initially, or whatever. Oops. Also, did I not see that there are colored hull blocks? Because there are, I'm pretty sure. Because I know you can have hull blocks of various colors. Is that something else you need to like get from a level or something? Oh, no, here you go. They're just placed in odd locations for some reason. Yeah, so I was thinking I'd just do this. Ta-da! Can't actually put much more on this level. Probably because this thing is super complex over here. Anyways, though, so is there anything else you want to really play with our different toys? See what kind of impact we can make on this thing with each thing we have. Can't really do much more, unfortunately. I kind of want to have some characters playing around. Show how some characters interact with each other. Here I have a Bandito. And from there, I think we're pretty much good. Gorilla just for good measure. Oh, I forgot about that. Just make Gorilla. Okay. Gorilla just barely fits. I remember that. I was always wondering that one hull block was wrong, colored the wrong way.